Hi, tech fans. Hey, so this time fiber went out. I was surprised. After two months and 3 weeks, the fiber went out unexpectedly. The light was flashing red, and if the light is flashing red, it means that which I had to explain to them too, by the way. And they run a script, but we got no time to go through that. But they wanted to send the box out. Yeah, they wanted to send that BGW325 box out to see if that would solve the problem. And by the way, that box is locked in the back with the power cord. It's like a two-prong cord. It's locked with that and the fiber. And I noticed the fiber light is not on, but they claim for health reasons it doesn't show, but it's active. Okay. I have the manual for this. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it right here. It should be right here. Oh, here it is. There's a ping. Search. That's it there. Well, okay, I seem to found it. Okay, so the BGW320 Wi-Fi gateway, which is basically a gateway, a modem, a router, an access point. Yeah. But they don't seem to hold up too well. Now, the light was flashing, right? And it said there's a service network issue which may require AT&T intervention. This may be a monetary problem. Please see if there's a service outage in your area using the smart home app. But that didn't say nothing. It said everything was all right. A blinking slow light. Your Wi-Fi gateway does not have broadband connection. Please check if it's a loose connection or a damaged cable, and then press and hold the red button for 10 seconds. Because the red button hold for 10 seconds wipes out all your settings. And that's another problem there too. Well, anyway, I couldn't wait. I said, send a tech. I insisted. I'm paying, you're paying a premium to have fiber. So that's what I did. We requested a tech to come out. Okay. He came out the next day. Very nice older gentleman. He has 15 years experience with them. He still had to check it out and see what's wrong on the line. First, he said the line needs to be cleaned. I watched him. He had a little box, the little meter that tells him how the signal is. It wasn't there. He still wasn't getting the signal. He replaced the cable inside. He replaced the box inside. Still had to do some tweaking. I don't know how much tweaking with the department you can do. He never went outside at all. Everything was done inside. He said the power supply in the BGW, yeah, BGW went bad. That's a 325 edition. Yeah. So he replaced it. It's up. We're back up and running. But when he replaced it, it was slow. I was not getting anything higher than 940 up and 940 down. Well, that's what you're supposed to be getting from them. You're not supposed to be getting anything higher. But you're saying, wait a minute, aren't you getting AT&T Fiber 1000? Right? But they're saying now, I know after Christmas, they're saying they can't guarantee the speeds to be a gig in the gig, which is basically 124. But, yeah, I don't want them to get like cable. Cable TV was a nightmare for me. Cable TV, you never guaranteed the upload speeds. A lot of them set the modems to 940 and leave it like that to balance it out. But you can do one thing more. You can go into the default IP address, wherever it's on your unit. Pretty much everybody has the same thing. For security purposes, you have to type in an access code. You're going to follow the access code on the back of yours. So on the back of your gateway is an IP address. You type that IP address in. That brings up AT&T, your interface. Again, they don't want you going in there. But yes, but they have it. So I'm going to bring up mine. Okay, so it says AT&T device status, and everything's in here. So now, you're going to have to go into access code and type that access code. Once you get into there, you're going to do the following. If you're not using 2.4 gigahertz in the house, wherever you are, if you're not using it, why is it enabled? That's something you can disable. Now remember, you can try my settings or just leave it like it is. By my settings, I get faster speeds. Okay. I disabled the entire 2.4. So right now mine says it's disabled. What's enabled, and guest is disabled too. You don't need to have guests going on. Unless you, I mean, you could have it turned on if you have a friend or somebody, or a family member, somebody come over and you don't want them into your network. That's when you use guests. Or, like for me, I'm just using the 5 gigahertz band. That's enabled. Once you get in the access code, you can see more. You can go into your settings for Wi-Fi. There should be an advanced tab. Once you click on the advanced tab, let's see if I can pull up mine here. Hang on a second. Looks weird. Something's missing here. Oh, I have it here. So, in the Wi-Fi configuration, you click on Advanced Settings, and that's where you disable things. But be careful what you disable. Okay, I disabled the 2.4 and the guests. And Wi-Fi operations, that says on mode NACAX. I wish this had a setting for just AX. It shouldn't fall back on N. That makes no sense. N is 802.11n. I know you can push 802.11n to maybe 600, but most likely you can get 300, or most likely you might just get 150 or 75. Yeah. Okay. By the bandwidth, now this all depends on what you got for a network card maybe you're on a business laptop. Business laptop, you'll have the max. Whatever card is in there, you know. You have an AX in there. It should be 80 to 160. Yeah. One set to 160. So you get the full bandwidth. Once you do that, your speed will increase. Everything stays the same, power level 100%. So let's make sure the mode is AC, AX, and the bandwidth is 160. Because by default, well, the default for the mode is NAC, AX. And the default is 80 hertz. Even though you save these settings, it'll revert back to the default. But we'll keep your password and everything else in there. And I'll keep, yeah, they'll just basically stay like that. And you turn on, you can't no higher than 940. You won't go over. So change the setting to 160. But you gotta have your card, your NIC, your network card, the PCIe, or whatever it is you got inside there. Okay, it's a mini card. Those can be replaced if it's not soldered in either one screw or two screws. It's mostly one screw in there, and that's how you increase the speed. It should be on. If you have your NIC card inside your computer or whatever it is you're using for that should be turned on. That feature should be turned on. And save it. What's going to happen is the gateway is going to shut down and reboot and start up again. And once it's done, then you'll notice the speed because you're going to be knocked off. Now, since I had no fiber, what happened? The T-Mobile gateway kicked in. By the way, that T-Mobile gateway, I'm getting 900 speeds. With the fiber, the maximum I'm seeing is 1.2. Sometimes we go to 1.3. Sometimes we go 1.3. That's like that's 1.3. That's I get, 1 gig, 300 megabytes. That's pretty good. I was thinking about going to 2, but now they have 10. He said a new gateway will come out. Wi-Fi, it'll handle Wi-Fi 7 and go up to 10 gig. That's not bad if you can get 10 gig. Now you gotta say, why you need all that? Why you even need 2? Because if you just have one computer, see, I just use it for uploads to YouTube. I need fiber. Yeah. If you're setting 4K 60 frames up, when you get and that's another thing too. We'll talk about another time. But and that 4 gig 60 frames up is a huge file. Even 30 is a huge file. And if you're recording more than an hour, it's really huge. And then you gotta remember when you might have a fast connection for the internet. Upload speeds might be a gig, 1.2 and a gig up. That's pretty good. That's what I have. I see that. That's not bad. He said my connection is negative 16. He said that's a good signal. Or it should be negative 16 because we're hooked directly to the transformer. Of course, it's across the street, and the fiber line is under the street in a pipe coming into the house in the dirt, which they had to bury it. They sent out a special crew to bury the cable deep into the ground, and then it connects to the house. Where there's no coaxial, there's no extra connections, because some people still have coaxial in the house, so they run that through the house through an interface, I'll say. Yeah, but you want fiber. That the whole thing is fiber going in, and the best way to get fiber without either using the Ethernet cable is go wireless. Wireless is stronger now. They have extenders. For those of you who want 2 gig, you get a free extender. No extra charge. You're getting an extender. The 5 gig too. They give that to the 5. And they, I don't know, they say they give it back money. I don't know what they mean about that, because nobody could figure that one out. Okay, so you're saying to, gee, you had the guy come in, he installed a new box, changed the wire, and replace the power. Well, getting a new box, you get the new power. And he changed the wire. Okay. The first step when he installed it, he just threw the wires in. he didn't do it right. It could have been plugged on the inner side where it should have gone. Anyway, that's another story. But another box came. Because you know you're responsible to get that back to them. You don't keep it, or they charge you $150 for that box. So they sent me a letter saying, oh, you have to send that box back. I refused it. The guy from FedEx Express came with this big blue box on there. I said to him, no, I don't want it. I'm refusing it. Because with FedEx, I used to work with FedEx. He don't make no money delivering to, number one. Number two, it goes back to the manufacturer. Nobody makes any money. Well, technically speaking, FedEx does make money because it costs money to send it to you. It costs money to send it and the money to return it. They have to guarantee to return it. So it goes back to them. And he said, no, you can't put nothing on it. Okay. So they want you to return it to whoever sent it to you. And you put your account number on that. So they know that it came from you. But it's a hassle. So the FedEx truck took it. So in the meantime, I'm getting these messages saying, oh, if you don't send it back, we're going to charge you $150. I got on the phone, talked to them directly, and I had them look up in the system, and the system says it's been returned. That's it. No more ands, ifs, and buts. But it's a hassle. And he said all these boxes, they can go down. They're not reliable. Whoever's making it for them is crazy. Okay, so once you set those settings, hit save and hit continue. And like I said, the system will make sure you do it like that. You can go back in and check on your status and system. But that access code is required. Don't change anything else. Don't do anything else. You really can't do it much. It's like the T-Mobile box. It's set it and forget it. Now the T-Mobile box, you can go to the IP address and check on the status. But it won't let you change it. They force you to. Now there might be a way to change it, but I don't touch up there. Up there it's like it downloads up to 900 on it. Not after midnight, it's down. So, but that was a good standby because the system, my laptop shift, it has the two systems, the two gateways. So connected to that. Oh, by the way, AT&T, where's my rebate check? They sent me the card for the when you disconnect from Xfinity. I had Xfinity, I disconnect. That's the and I thought I haven't heard from Xfinity at all. They were bothering me. Now I got an email saying, hey, these email accounts you have, they're still active. In 30 days they will shut down. Why do they shut down anyway? I don't want them. I'm not paying for them. You can't have them without paying for that service. They're trying to get you back. I'm disconnected from the. I want to pull that box off my house. I'm trying when I do it. You need a Terminator tool. It's a skinny pipe with it. When you push it in, it has two teeth and they lock on and they turn and you turn that screw off. And you just take it out the box. Why do you have that box on there? I'm not going back to them. Because if your old modem is on there and it's still connected, they're gonna charge you. They know, hey, he's online. Let's start billing again. It's hard to get away from them. If you're moving to a place where there's no AT&T service or no Xfinity service, then that's how you can get away from them. That's how you get away from them. If there's no service in that area, they don't service that area. Now, T-Mobile says fiber is in the area, but look, I don't know, they abandoned that fiber stuff. It's not here. Now, Starlink is another option. You know, you put that antenna on the roof or whatever it is you're going to put in your RV or top of your vehicle. And you can do it that way. For those of you who travel and you can go that way and put it on top. But this is basically for 18.5. So we're back up and running. You know, everything's running smooth. That's about it. Okay. So this was about AT&T fiber going down. So far, I had no problems until that one incident. By the way, the AT&T bought out SNet, and they bought out Frontier Communications. I'm surprised. I used to work for Frontier Communications. That's how I learned fiber. Trained as a fiber. I was detected on the phone if your fiber went down. You know, if Fios, but now AT&T has access to that now. Well, hey, there you go. Hey, if you find this information helpful, hit that subscribe button. Okay. All right. Take care.